What's up, guys, and welcome to my survival world. I'll be trying to be surviving in this island for as long as I can. I will be bringing out some episodes as long as you guys like it. And I started off with like any other person would do. I started collecting some wood for some resources I could use, like a pickaxe and an axe and maybe a sword. Then I crafted my crafting table. So if you guys didn't know this, you can actually use your wooden tools as what is it called? They use as a burning element or something. You can actually place it in your furnace and use it as fire. I mean, like they once you get to stone, you should not throw them away. Instead, just put them in there, and then they'll cook your meal, cook even so after creating my first tools, I continued, taking up some wood for my house that I'll be living in. Maybe for now, maybe build a bigger one later. But for now, just a small house that I could be using. Some few blocks away, I found the place that I'll actually be establishing my first house. Around the right here is where I'll be building the house. I'll be cutting some trees later on just to make some space. But for every tree I cut down, I will grow new ones. Don't cut down trees. So the first thing I wanted to do before I actually set down my house is to find sheep so that I can find a place to sleep. Because passing the night is actually better than just staying up all the time. Because I actually forgot that I needed torches, and these wooden tools actually did help me a lot. But that's why I'm saying that don't throw them away. I did decide that I will actually stop building my house instead of just running and looking for sheep, because I know it's gonna take a long time and the sun is gonna set. I don't know, maybe soon or something, but it does set actually very quickly. And I didn't know when I gotten outside, so enjoy this montage of building the house. So here's the house after a long building montage. Actually, pretty happy with how it turned out. And now I'll be replacing the some of the blocks with glass just to get some extra lighting instead of using torches all the time. The sun was finally setting, and I actually forgot to make torches, and yeah, that happened. The room was completely dark, and I had no other option but to go mining for some cobblestone in order to make the furnace. After I had enough cobblestone for some tools and the furnace, I climbed back up and made the furnace. and made some charcoal. I burned down my wood to get charcoal to make some torches and made my pickaxe, which was actually a stone tool. I had finally entered the Stone Age and made my first stone tools. I finally had charcoal and the house will no longer be dark. Plus, going to mine will be much easier and maybe amazing. Anyways, I took my charcoal and so started on some terraforming of the house, replacing the sun with the stone just to make it a bit more appealing. So after collecting enough sand, I decided to smell the sand to make glass. As you can see, the wooden tools actually do help. You can see it actually started the burning process and go one block of glass out of it. Actually, two blocks of glass. So after making the glass, I actually replaced some of the wood with all the wooden planks with glass in order to see through them and you know be aware of the mobs and get some more lighting. At this point, I was ready to actually have my first batch of torches and actually made some. So after clearing the ground with the grass, I'll be replacing it with cobblestone and some wooden planks. But anyway, after this, I would like to go mining and try to find something good down there. I did end up finding a cave at the end of my mining spree, but I did find some lapis, which will actually be helpful in the enchanting of my tools and stuff. And just like that, I finally found the lapis, and I was actually kind of happy. But that would be the last thing that I will find until I find the cave, which I did get iron from, and made my first shield. I did end up finding a very large amount of coal, which was actually helpful. And it will actually help me in smelting and stuff, but it will run out. So I will have to find something else like burning wood, since coal isn't the most reliable because you won't just find it every single time. I made my way back up and started replacing the floor with the cobblestone. After finishing on the flooring, I decided to explore the outside and immediately found to a drowned zombie. But I was interested in the zombie. I was interested to the bones. Anyway, trying to jump and kill the zombie, but it actually was pretty much very hard to do. Making that I was on mobile, so I decided that I didn't need the XP from the zombie, so I just went on with my business. So after doing away with the zombie, I decided to look around for some, sheep so that I can make my first bed. And yes, I collected some wood and pretty much got lucky with enough and decided to go on with what I was looking for. I did end up killing some chicken on the way. I was very happy I found my first sheep there. Provided some wool and mutton for my hunger. I also killed this cow for his leather and meat. By the way, no animals were hurt in the production of this video. After walking around, I did stumble upon some sweet berries, which I did realize that they do cut your legs. Don't know why. Kind of like paper cut. Anyways, I found this dog over here. Tried to tame it, but it actually killed the sheep that I wanted to kill for wool. And yeah, I mean, like, I didn't want to kill the dog because I didn't just want to kill the dog. Tried to hit him with some bones that I had earlier. Then immediately got struck with the sweet berries. Tried again. Looks like the dog was also getting hurt by the sweet berries, but as immediately I gave it some of the bones, it went ahead and attacked the sheep. I don't know why. I really don't know why. I tried to tame it again, but it did not work, so it just took all my bones that I could have used for bone meal. Just stared at the dog and walked away. I did end up finding a wandering trader, but since he didn't have anything good on him, I decided to kill his llamas and take the lead and use them to actually get some animals to my future farm. I did end up finding a very huge ravine, but I didn't want to get myself involved with the ravines right now. So I just walked away and tried to find my way back home and maybe some sheep. I closed off the hole that I used to come in with, and I decided that I will actually make a door instead of having to put that every single time I come in. Then lighted up the area and made some more glass that actually replaced with the wood. I did also end up making a chest to store my valuable items like the lapis lazuli. I hope I'm saying that right, but anyway. I ended up making a second pickaxe since my other one was there at the edge of breaking. I didn't want to be stranded down there and just like keep on coming back up. So guys, after the new update in Minecraft, copper was made actually usable. I could have just passed this in the later Minecraft, but this is actually amazing. I will have my full set of copper armor, which copper actually drops a lot whenever you mine, like this one right here. It dropped like close to 4, which was actually helpful. I didn't make a full copper armor. I mean, like they're not strong, but it is helpful right for right now. So after mining session, my pickaxe broke, and I came back up to look around, and it was actually get morning. I crafted myself a new pickaxe. I decided that actually I'll smelt my copper first instead of making food, because I had enough like sweet berries to use. I decided to go up, but immediately I look around, I see a skeleton, and I didn't want to be part of that because skeletons can actually do a lot of damage without a shield. So that's why I need some like one iron right now to actually use it to make a shield. Okay, so I found my dog, and he looked angrier than before. I don't know if this is true, but if you try to tame an animal and then just does not work, will it become more angry? Because that dog, I don't know, is just attacking everything. At this point, I realized that my sheep and my cow were no longer with me, so I decided to actually trace my steps and found my leads had actually broke, and I tied the cow. So I did remember that you cannot tie a sheep to or animals to the wall. I needed a fence so that I could put it down. So I cut it down a tree, even though I knew I had enough, but I did think of bringing them in, but they couldn't fit both of them at the same time, so I decided just to tie them outside instead. I made the fence and tied the sheep and the car down, then made my door. The copper was finally done smelting, and I decided to make my full set of armor and a spear. So I started replacing my some of the wood with the glass. I was finally done replacing down the glass and decided to go back down mining. The point where I finally found the cave. So some few mining later, and I had found the cave that I was talking about earlier, and I spotted my first iron in a distance. I decided to bridge over, just hoping that a skeleton doesn't come and shoot an arrow at me and I fall off. I was playing it really careful right here because I didn't want to die and lose everything in the lava or just from my own mistakes. So I quickly gathered up the iron and went back up. I guess the lag is because of the recording. Anyway, so I'm gonna skip with this part and go where there is no lag. I tried looking for some more ore or some minerals, but I couldn't see any. So I just decided to go back. The lag goes crazy down there, I don't know why. I started by smelting my iron. I quickly crafted myself a shield, at least to prepare for the skeletons and all the other mobs. And I was finally ready to fight off some skeletons with my new shield over here and my sphere, which was actually had a longer reach than other tools or weapons, I guess. Or I hope so. I don't know the reach of a sphere, but I guess it's actually pretty long since it's a sphere. I found a spider at the side of my house and decided to teach her a lesson. My shield took a very big hit, but I was actually able to kill the spider from a very far distance away, and you can actually see it worked. And my sheep were fine, and I saw an enderman in the distance, and I do not want anything to do with that. Endermans can ruin your whole thing like at once. I don't like endermans at all. So as long as I don't look the enderman in the eye, I decided to make my small farm over here. So I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.